All hail Hypno Toad. He is almighty and ever-knowing. He's also going to be your spiritual guide to the journey to eternity. So, hope you're excited about that. Playing against Radha, baby Radha. We'll get her popped up in just a second. As far as our opening hand goes, we have Forest surrounding our temple, Urborg. Yeah, I think a little light on some action. Let's go and mulligan on this one. Not super excited. Woodland Seminary. Mary's Guile. Yeah, that could work. I like everything else on the hand. Cultivate, Lure, Beast Within. Yeah, well, let's keep on this one. Hopefully the Scry will treat us right. Let's go and put that on the bottom. And we'll let our opponent do their thing. Hey, you too. Get that typed out there, and then we'll lead off with the Woodland Cemetery, unless we hit another... Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Lovely. Let's go and get the Woodland Cemetery down, just like we drew it up, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing the Gitrog Monster. Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog Monster unless you sacrifice a land. Then you may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever one or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. But it's going to lead off with Radha. Let's go and get the... thought about going for Guile, but actually I really like going for Cultivate. Let's go Ancient Tomb off the Cultivate. Get that going. Search for a library. We'll see what we're going to search up. We got a lot of green in the hand, so we'll probably just split this one down the middle. Let's go green and then Swamp. Put the Forest onto the battlefield. Swamp in the hand. Then we're going to go and pass the turn. Opponent did get their commander down, so we don't have Baby Radha anymore. Whenever Radha attacks, you may you may add double red to your mana pool, or you can simply just tap Radha for green mana when she is not attacking. So we'll see what our opponent's going to get out there. My friend, I only have about 2 or 3 paper friends that I play Paper Commander with, and I was just about to say, my friend built a land destruction deck, and I was wondering what we were going to do with this one, and hey, there we go. I get to play it online too, so can't escape it. Let's go to get the Forest down. The only good thing about getting the Excavator down is we're at least going to be able to kind of keep up with this land destruction. That's a good thing with the Excavator. Hopefully he sticks around onto the battlefield, and then we can kind of get out from underneath the the land destruction. I know that's pretty funny. I don't know if Radha is just kind of leans towards land destruction, or I mean, it's red-green, but I don't know, a little mana dork. I guess that does kind of help you push a land destruction game plan. But either way, we have Ancient Tomb, which is going to help us kind of push past some of this this land destruction that we're getting. Once again, we make the Ancient Tomb land drop out of the graveyard. That's still going to put us back at 4 mana. We do need to find a way to start making a few more lands too. Let's go and get the Ancient Tomb onto the battlefield. Let's go and get down the Mary's Guile. That way we can start looking at the top part of our library, and then anything else. No, I think we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, if it keeps going like this, what we might end up doing is, we're going to push it. We're out above pushing in for 2 with the Gitrog Monster. It's been officially land destruction. Hey, that's what we're going to go for. Swinging in for 2, put our opponent down to 28, and then we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. But yeah, as far as land destruction, not a huge fan of it in Commander, but at the end of the day, it is a legal card in Commander, and, it's not fun to play against, but if you do beat a land destruction deck, that's one of the best wins you can get out there. So if you're ever playing against land destruction, it may be very frustrating, but hey, give it a shot, have some fun. It'll be one of the most satisfying wins that you can get. All right, so whatever a creature card's put in your graveyard from the battlefield, pay double red, return this card to your graveyard. Okay, opponent's going to get in for 2. Let's get the Mary's Guile going. If we can just kind of push, if we can get life from the loam, that'd be wonderful. Herald of the Pantheon and Scavenger Grounds. Let's go ahead and grab let's put the Scavenger Grounds on top, Herald of the Pantheon. Let's grab that Bloodstained Mire. That way we can kind of kind of sacrifice our library. We can sacrifice the fetch land to shuffle up our library, not sacrifice our library. That wouldn't be that good. We're going to push in with the Excavator. Is any certain land drop we're going to make for the turn, too? Let's go and get the Ancient Tomb out. Yeah, I think I like that. We get the Ancient Tomb out. Let's go and push in for 2. Actually, no. Just in case there's some sort of Flash or Ambush Viper, or I don't know. We need Excavator really bad in this matchup. If we can just get past the initial land destruction, then we'll be in a good spot. Do we want to leave up the crop rotation for something at this point? And let's just go and hold off. Let's just go and hold the turn, and then we'll see if we want to actually go for crop rotation. I'm not sure if there's anything that would help us as far as getting out from underneath this land destruction if we use crop rotation. What we could end up doing for destroy target non-creature permanent. Okay, let's go ahead and do we want to add some mana in response to that? Sack a land. Get that. That'll be us kind of technically getting ahead on lands, I guess. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's go and go for crop rotation on the Ancient Tomb. We're going to crop rotate, and we'll still maintain another land on the bed. Maybe they have another land destruction spell, but once we can kind of just break past these, if we can just break through the wall, we'll be okay. Okay, let's pop this out just a little bit more. What helps us? Let's go and grab another fetch land. I think that's good. Let's grab the Misty. We're going to grab that Misty. That way, if we can get these fetch lands on the battlefield, it's going to be hard for our opponent to really kind of push past that, especially if they're going to have to start targeting our basics. It's going to leave us open on grabbing other stuff. Let's see if they have another land destruction spell to get down. If they don't, I think we're finally going to be able to break free from this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, spoke too soon. All right, destroy target to artifact, enchantment, or land. We're going to add mana in response to that. No, it's okay. All right, let's go ahead and... exactly, yeah. I'm so glad. So glad to have it in the hand. That's one of the best things ever. All right, let's get Mary's Guile going. We still have the Misty to go for, too, if we need to crack something up. Enchantress Presence, Creeping Renaissance. Return all cards. So now that's going to be land drop from the graveyard 1-2. We're still not going to be able to get past that. Wouldn't mind getting Enchantress Presence, too. That Creeping Renaissance is going to make a pretty big difference in this one. Let's go and do this. Let's go Spider Umbra. Let's go Enchantress Presence. Put that Creeping Renaissance on top. Let's go and grab that, draw that Creeping Renaissance. Let's go and get down the Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, I like that. I want to draw that Enchantress Presence. Let's go and push him for 2 with the Excavator. It's going to put our opponent down to 26, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. Now, hopefully, if they keep top decking more land destruction spells, it'll be hard for us to go for. But now that we have a few more fetch lands on the battlefield, we're doing a little bit better. Then we're also going to be able to get down Ancient Tomb. We'll also be able to draw into the Enchantress Presence on top. We have Lure, Fist of Ironwood, Boar Umbra. And as a little bit of a backup plan, we do have Creeping Renaissance, so we can actually just simply go for the Ancient Tomb to get all those lands back into the hand and keep making those land drops. Okay, have the Mary's Guile. We do have the Enchantress Presence on top. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And let's go and get that Cruel Tutor. That'd be a good thing to go for. Let's go for the Spider Umbra. Let's go for Cruel Tutor, and then let's grab that Enchantress Presence. Okay, that's one of the main things you want to get some really good card draw going. Let's get the Ancient Tomb down. Okay, let's go and go for the Enchantress Presence. That way we can start making the land drops once we get down to Gitrog. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll go for the Ancient Tomb. That's going to be 1-2. And then we can crack the Misty and the Bloodstained Mire on our opponent's turn. And then we'll be able to go for the Creeping Renaissance to bring it back to the hand. Or once we get down Gitrog, we can start cracking some of those Misties and then kind of go from there. But yeah, we finally kind of broke free from it. Also at this point, ooh, Sylvan Library, okay. And then Field of Ruin. Now, the good thing is we are running some good basics in here, so we can keep up with this. Let's go ahead and crack both of the... That's going to be 1, 2, 3. We're not going to be able to take care of both of that. Ancient Tomb. Yeah, that's okay. Nothing really need to do in response to that. That's fine. Let's go and grab that. But yeah, once we get down Creeping Renaissance, we'll have all the lands in the hand and we'll be good to go. Let's grab that forest. That way we can accompany our forest. Grab the swamp. That way we can accompany our basic swamp. Do we want to crack the music? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. If we make the land drop for the turn, once we play that Ancient Tomb, yeah, let's go ahead and crack, because we know Cruel Tutor's on top of our library, and do we need it that bad? I'd really like to hit the land drop for the turn. Yeah, let's go and crack the Bloodstained Mire. Let's go and grab that Bayou. Now that we're in our end step, we don't have to worry about that. Actually, we should have grabbed Overgrown Tomb. Sorry about that. We'll look at the top 3 cards with Mary's Guile. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And then, ooh, wonderful. Life from the... Ooh, or Splendid Reclamation is also really good, too. That'll really blow this one out. Let's go ahead and go for Herald of the Pantheon. Let's go Life from the Loam. And then Splendid Reclamation on top. Okay. There we go. Let's go and get down the Ancient Tomb. And then I'm sure... this is what it's like playing Kataki's War Mage against an Affinity deck. Or against a land destruction. Boom! Let's get that up there. Bring all those lands back. We're going to be able to get those and then finally break free from this. Get the Splendid Reclamation out there. And that's going to be Woodland Cemetery, Swamp, and then Bloodstained Mire. I'm not really sure what our opponent's going to get going. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Come back to the battlefield tapped. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, we will be able to, anything for 2. We have that Life from the Loam on top. Definitely kind of want to hold on to that Life from the Loam. So that's what we're kind of doing, being a little bit... cautionary. It is turn 8, and we're playing against land destruction, so that's why we're just kind of rolling some slow things out. So we're just setting up a board state to where once we do get down the Gitrog monster, we have a lot of fetch lands, we have Life from the Loam, we can start playing some of these enchantments and really take advantage of that. Brutal. All my work. We're just trying to survive over here. Gitrog's in the forest, he's getting hungry, trying to eat mushrooms. Okay, opponent's going to go for Destructor Dragon. Whenever it dies, destroy target non-creature permanent. Okay. So, they're going to get that down. Now, once we do get down Gitrog, one of the things that we do want to go for is going to be Boar Umbra. If we get down the Boar Umbra, that's going to allow us to Give that totem armor, which really does matter in this one. And as long as we can stay ahead of our opponent, we'll be good to go. Destroy target land. Volcanic upheaval. Okay, that's fine. Go for it. That's good. And we still have Creeping Renaissance, too, to bring all the lands back. All right. See if our opponent's going to swing with Radha. No swinging from Radha. And then, like I said, we have that Life from the Loam on top. Let's go and grab that, and then we'll be set to go. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And then also, World Shaper would be a good thing to go for. Let's go ahead and get down the World Shaper. Let's go Herald of the Pantheon. Let's put Life from the Loam on top. So we're going to draw into that Life from the Loam. Wonderful. And let's finally get down Mr. Gitrog. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually sequence it just a little bit differently. Let's go and tap 2 on the Ancient Tomb. Okay, there we go. All right, get down the Gitrog monster. And then let's go ahead and go for the Bloodstained Mire Crack. We're going to be able to draw a card off of that Herald of the Pantheon. Okay, that's a good one to get. Get that reduced cost. Let's go ahead and get down the Swamp. Let's go ahead and go for the Herald of the Pantheon. That way we can get a little bit of a reduced cost off of that. Let's go ahead and crack the Misty Rainforest too. Draw an additional card. Draw into the Scavenger Grounds. Let's go and grab a forest off of that. And then we can still make a few more land drops. So let's go ahead and get down the Misty out of the graveyard. Let's go ahead and crack the Misty. Draw an additional card. Draw into Heroic Intervention. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that forest, and then we'll be able to play one more. Let's go ahead and get down the Scavenger Grounds. I think I like that. We're at 14. There's 4 in the air. I'm just a hair worried about that one. Let's go ahead and get down the Boar Umbra onto the Gitrog monster. It's going to cost 1 less from Herald of the Pantheon out there. Get that down. We're going to gain a life, draw an additional card off the Enchantress Present, Alpha Authority. Okay. Let's go ahead and get down the Alpha Authority onto the Gitrog monster using that last one. I think that'd be the best bet. Yeah, I like that. We're going to gain a life, get down the Alpha Authority. Oh, here we go. All right. Just had to set it up just a little bit. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. All right. We can swing in with the Excavator, but we're just going to go and hold the turn on this one. All right. Now, our opponent does have the Devastator Dragon on the battlefield that we'll be able to swing in for a 4/4. But with the Herald of the Pantheon on the battlefield, we're going to be finally in a spot where we can start casting all of our enchantments. Our opponent does scoop it up, and I will definitely take that one. I wish we would have been able to play a few more enchantments. We had to sit through a bunch of land destruction. The game technically wasn't over, but all right. So whenever the game ends, sometimes it shoots back to the desktop. I want to kind of still talk about the board state. Our opponent did scoop it up, unfortunately. They still had some more stuff to do. They had Sylvan Library. They had the Devastator Dragon on the battlefield, but I found usually when people play oppressive decks like land destruction or stacks, that once you kind of break free from that restriction, that I don't know, most people tend to scoop up on that. I'm not entirely sure because the game wasn't over just yet, but we had some good stuff going. We had Herald of the Pantheon on the battlefield. We had the Enchantress Presence, which was going to allow us to start drawing some card. So, and this is where the Gitrog really takes off, and I'm sad that our opponent scooped because I really wanted to get some more stuff going. It wasn't over yet, but we get down stuff like Lure. It's going to have their entire board block on the Gitrog monster. You cast Fist of Ironwood. We'll be able to cast that for 1 green mana. We're going to gain a life and then get an additional card draw for that. So that's kind of where the deck really shines, is that we can start playing all these fetch lands out of the graveyard once we get down Gitrog, especially with something like the Excavator. Use a reduced cost off Herald of the Pantheon and then a card draw engine to really keep your hand full. You can go for Life in the Loam, start cracking all these fetches to really kind of make up for that one last loss. But anyway, we fight through the Radha land destruction deck. Mr. Gitrog, Hypno Toad can get it done. All right. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.